We get it because so far we understand that the legal team led by the president of the Law Society of Kenya, Nelson Harvey, will be moving to court to have conservatory orders on that ruling that was given. So once we get the latest information, we'll give them to you here on KTN News Center. But then to Kisumu County, where the 8th Africities conference that was set for November this year has since been postponed to April 2022. Kisumu was to be the host city in a 4-day event that would attract between 8,000 to 10,000 delegates. But the reasons for this postponement still remain scanty. So our very own Kevin Ogutu joins us to shed more light on this latest development. And so I bring in my colleague Kevin Ogutu. Good morning. So kindly bring us up to date with the latest development that you have owing to the fact that this conference has been postponed.
Well, all was set for the November 16th to 20th, 2021 Africities conference that was supposed to be the 9th to be held right here in Kisumu City. This is normally an event that brings together exhibitors and other stakeholders celebrating and also looking at the opportunities in the various cities in the African continent. The last one was in Marrakesh in Morocco in 2018, and after that Kisumu County managed to successfully negotiate to host the following Africities conference. But then it appears like this important event has been postponed to April 2022. This has not come from any official sources, but the first one to break this news was none other than the Lake Region Economic Bloc chairman, who is Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya, who said in a statement during one of the Lake Region Economic Bloc briefings to journalists that this event has been pushed to 2021 without giving any details. Then came Kisumu Governor Professor during the opening of Otonglo Market in Kisumu, the commissioning of the construction of the 79 million ultra-modern market, and he also talked about 2022 April as the date for the 9th Africities conference. But now this brings to the fore some of the issues that have come up, in as much as this was a very important event for not just Kisumu City or County, but also for the neighboring counties that make up the Lake Region Economic Bloc. There have been issue of the COVID-19. This was not there at the time. Kisumu County managed to successfully negotiate to host this particular event, and the effects of COVID-19 are still with us. But then there's also the question of how prepared Kisumu County is. Remember, we are expecting about 8,000 to 10,000 visitors who will be streaming in from various parts of the continent and also outside the continent. And Kisumu, the latest report is that we have got a bed capacity of 5,000, and they were looking towards the neighboring counties to help in bridging that gap when it comes to bed capacity. The other issue that has come to the fore, given that it has become clear from these important stakeholders in matters organization of Africities Summit, is that we also have the Africities village that is supposed to be at the Mamboleo area in Kisumu. So far, from various sources, the county requires about 850 million to have such a structure in place, and this is something that we've not seen really materializing. So this is something that, of course, has been met with has received different reactions from various stakeholders. Of course, before that, there have been the debate on whether Kisumu should go ahead and host this, or another city, say Mombasa, should host it instead. So there's been that push and pull, but of course the Lake Region Economic Bloc has been consistent that this is the time for Kisumu City to host really such an important event. Remember, this is the second time that Kenya is set to host the Africities conference. The last time Nairobi played host, it was in 2006, and this time around it is only Kenya that will become the second, the first country rather, to host the Africities conference twice. All the other countries that have managed to host it have only hosted it once, but thankfully Kenya will be the only country to host it twice. So this is something that has not come officially from the Secretariat, but from what I have indicated, it is clear that this is the situation as it is. And as we await the official communication, it has become clear that it will not be held in November 16th to 20th of November 2021, as it has been planned initially.
All right, Ogutu, just before I let you go, talk to us about, of course, you've given us the reasons as to why the postponement has been done and the push and pull that's been there. But kindly talk to us about the benefit of this conference. If it was to be held in Kisumu, what sort of benefits, economic benefits, the conference would have had on Kisumu County?
Well, the summit brings together various stakeholders. We have got exhibitors. It opens a city to the world. This is a United Cities and local governments, Africa. So this is the African version of this kind of an event. Now, when you have got the various participants, various stakeholders and exhibitors, and this event opening up a city to the world, it means various stakeholders, investors will be looking at opportunities to invest in Kisumu as coming out as a very vibrant economic hub, not just in Kenya, but also connecting the various countries, that is the East African community. So when we have such kind of an event, we are talking about having the special economic zones in Muhoroni, we are talking about rebuilding the railway, we are talking about expansion of the port. All these issues, an investor will come in, and through the discussions, it can be clear that there is a potential here. So once we have this, it opens up the city to the world, and it is now easier for an investor to have a closer look, because there will be participants here, and unlike giving reports telling them about the opportunities in Kisumu or in the Lake Region Economic Bloc, they will be here for themselves, and it's even easier for them to tour and see for themselves what is going on around. Apart from that, this is also expected to spruce up the business community in and around Kisumu County. Talk about conferencing facilities. They'll have to expand their capacities, and this now will form a basis for the capacity of Kisumu holding such an event in the future. Apart from that, we expect the flow in of cash, the resources to come with that. We'll have the participants spending here, and of course we expect them by the end of the day to increase the economic potential of this particular city and also the region. So key among the top issues here when it comes to the hosting of Africities is opening it up to the whole world, allowing investors to have a keen look at what's going on in and around the county and to see where they can put their money. And of course, there is a lot that's happening in the Lake region, and of course, everyone was waiting for this particular opportunity where Kisumu, which will be the smallest city anyway to host such an event, playing host to Africities conference. So yeah, that is it. A lot is in store for Kisumu or any other city that will be hosting such kind of an event.
All right, thank you so much, Kevin Ogutu, for that in-depth explanation about that conference that has been postponed. He's told us why, and probably if the conference was to be held, the benefits that Kisumu residents would have had when that conference was probably if it would have been held in Kisumu County. Now, away from that, to another story where residents of Mbambarenyi village, Mwatate sub-county in Taita Taveta, for many years had no access to water, but now they have something to celebrate after mining company sank a borehole for part of a CSR. The company has also created job opportunities to the locals, as Hezron Kimari